The Riot interviews.
It is The Riot on RadioU. Pretty excited to get a chance to meet somebody that's new to me.
I know, a new guy.
His name is Ryan. He's from Greeley Estates.
We are so excited. Newly added to RadioU starting today.
So, Ryan, good
How
morning.
are you guys?
And we're good. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thanks.
Good.
I'm good.
So, Ryan, there's a lot of stuff about you we don't know, so let's just dive in. Where are you from?
I live in Phoenix, Arizona.
Where it's been hot.
Chicago originally, but it's like it actually is supposed to be 118 today.
We've been
so
watching the weather kind of all week because that's been making national news. So they've been talking about how crazy it's been.
This is like our winter essentially, right? Where no one wants to leave the house, for a couple months. But luckily we've got, like 8 months that are beautiful out of the year. So you just got to stick it out during the summer.
So what gets you to go from Chicago to Phoenix?
Yeah, just right after I graduated high school, I just wanted something new and headed out. I had visited a friend out here in high school and then just figured I'd check it out. And that's kind of where the whole band thing started. Pretty much right after I got out of here, started going to school and then started the band and didn't really look back. I'm pretty happy out here. Obviously, the summers are rough, but it's worth it. So.
Remember, Obi, in Chicago, the winters are probably just as rough as the summers in Phoenix, so you're trading.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal out there. I still love that city, but it was a good change for me. For sure. I like the pace out here.
Cool. So we're talking to Ryan from Greeley Estates. Now, Ryan, you guys are about to release an album, but it's been a while since you guys put anything out. How come such a long break?
We went hard for about over a decade on the road and just putting out records every year and a half, 2 years. And I think we're, just getting older and life's kind of hitting us. I have 2 daughters now, young daughters now. Our drummer's got a family, our drummer Chris. And, just kind of taking a break to actually catch up with family and kind of, we were doing 8 to 10 months out of the year.
That's a lot to
10
keep up
straight.
with. Yeah.
Were you guys, did you guys take kind of a break or were you still touring? You just haven't done music?
Yeah, it's been pretty much a break. We really haven't done a whole lot, just a few shows here and there. I think it's kind of hilarious. I think we've only played 2 shows in the last year, one in LA and one in Arizona. So a lot has changed for us. We never actually broke up or anything. It's just some of the guys have tried new projects. Mm-hmm. I've been doing the family. I've been working on. I finished my master's degree, kind of doing some new things with our lives. It's crazy. It's not very rock and roll, right? But you spend that much out of your life kind of just focused on music, and then I think it's kind of nice to catch up on some other things. Reconnect with family and friends and all that.
It's being realistic with rock and roll, all right. That way you can continue it and still come back. Whereas some bands never return, because they push themselves so much. So this is more realistic, how it kind of could be.
Yeah, and it makes sense for us right now. It's still an outlet. We still know there's some fans out there that want to hear new music, and it's fun for us to put it out when we can.
Well, for Greeley Estates, the new music comes out on the 27th, so it's soon, for Calling All the Hopeless EP. And you're the main writer for the songs, right? Yeah,
I write the lyrics and the vocals and all that, the melodies. But our guitarist, Dave, I'd obviously give him the credit for this record. He's the one that really pushed to get a record out. Mm-hmm. Him and our bassist Tyler are in a new band called Dead, the DED. They're doing really well right now, all over the radio and on some big tours. So they've really been focused on that project. But Dave is the one that really pushed to get this record out. So I'd really give it, and he actually produced it too. So it's pretty cool. I'm really glad that he stayed on us. Because we're really excited about this record, but I'd say he's kind of the mastermind behind this record for sure.
Well, we were impressed by the songs, but then super impressed by the lyrics and just what these songs talk to people about. So we were very, 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 very impressed.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I finished my master's degree last year, and I've always kind of wanted to work with young adults, and I'm actually a therapist now. In Arizona, I work with young adults dealing with addiction, depression, all pretty much everything in that realm. And I think a lot of the lyrics, a lot of them kind of go along with my own life experience and my own work I've done, but also what I've seen in my work now. So. It's very different from the days when I did it full time, but it's still fun to kind of have that outlet and share where I'm at this point in my life too now.
Awesome. So is that where you got your master's in? You went back for therapy?
Yeah, for counseling. So I'm a therapist at a treatment center in Arizona here. One that I've wanted to work at for a long time. Even while I was touring, I kind of had this in the back of my mind, slowly working through school, that I'd like to eventually do that and kind of use my life experience on the road, to kind of help other people going through stuff. So,
man, I
impressed,
gotta be,
right?
I'm impressed.
Totally impressed.
I'm impressed. This is Ryan from Greeley Estates.
Today, the new song "Calling All the Hopeless" starts, so you can now request and hear it and vote for it for the most wanted. And then, like we said, the album, the EP, will be out next week on the 27th.
Man, Ryan, to go from like you're a lead singer of a rock and roll band, but then you also have your master's degree, you're doing therapy, like that's amazing, dude.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's fun. I love it. I actually use music in some of my therapy sessions. I don't obviously tell my patients who I am or anything, but I really enjoyed it. It's fun, and it's kind of like a new outlet that I'm really pursuing, and for me, having kids too, being gone that much just doesn't make sense for me anymore.
Sure.
Not to say that we're done with tours, but things just change. Yeah, you get older, and your perspective on things changes a little bit. And like I said, that's literally all we did. We were on the road as much as possible for a good 10, 12 years and enjoyed it. And it definitely, I would never trade it for the world, but I'm glad that we're still able to kind of come together as friends and put together music when we can. And hopefully people are into the new stuff. We're pretty excited about it.
Awesome. Well, Ryan, thanks for making time for us this morning, dude.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, right on. Hang on just one second.
Hang
Ryan
tight.
from Greeley Estates.
Yes, we're so excited for the album. It really is something special. So Calling All the Hopeless, again, the EP is out on the 27th. And thanks again to Ryan for joining us from a new RadioU band, Greeley Estates.
It is The Riot.
Want to hear more? Check out riot.radiou.com.